you'll have a go in a minute, Dan.
You'll have a good minute, Chad.
What are you doing with the balloons? I paid a fortune for them.
Take you back Monday.
Well, my mum and dad did, not me.
I just want to propose a toast to my mum and dad. You know we're all here to celebrate my mum's and dad's diamond wedding anniversary. And they want congratulating on that.
They want it?
Yeah, they do want correct. I think they'd be the first to acknowledge that they've been blessed with good fortune in terms of relative good health over the years. That's how you get to celebrate 60 years. But I think what's notable for me isn't just the length of the marriage, but its endurance.
Oh yes.
That's not what I meant to say.
Freudian
It's
slip.
the endurance.
Freudian slip.
It's not the endurance. That was just for my mum.
I like your mum, yeah.
It's the example. The example that was set. I think they've been great examples as a mum and dad, as grandparents, as an aunt or an uncle, cousins, and I hope as friends. So I, as much as anything, I want to sort of, on behalf of all of us, sort of say congratulations and a well done. Finally, I got a message on Facebook yesterday from our cousin David in Japan. It was a long message, but the end of it was, may we all try as hard and survive so long. Mum and Dad.
Mum and Dad.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Did you say you want to say a few words?
Not really.
Right on then.
Go on then.
That sorts out them Bernard. Cheers, mate.
Hey, Christopher, thank you.
The sun shines on the right.
On the self-righteous.
Kind words. Yeah, I know that. So thank you very much for those few kind words and your toast. Now then, I think most of you will be aware talk about competition. It's so much hot air as that. But anyway, I don't know, most of you will be aware that our actual anniversary was on Thursday last, on the 23rd. And I awoke, as I do very early on that morning, full of life, full of joy, and looked at her. But I'll get to that bit in a minute. And I thought, well, I might as well get up, you know. And so I did, went downstairs, turned the television on, about 5 o'clock this would be, and there, he said it wasn't Remembrance Day, what was it?
The vote.
Independence Day.
Don't bring that up.
Oh,
Independence Day. I thought, oh, she's filed for divorce. You know, but anyway, that didn't happen. So I went downstairs and had a look in the post there, and hey, there's this note from the Queen. You know, a lovely, with a letter with it, dear Bernard, and all this sort of thing, and what have we. Dashes upstairs. Well, if you've seen me walk, you could tell I didn't dash upstairs. Hey, that's my speech gone.
just leave it where it is.
You chuffed with that. Thank you kindly. So where was it? It's all written on here. No, it can't be. That's another one. Well, you better hang on to that then. So anyway, goes upstairs. Kath. I says, well, the Queen's written to us. Like, you know, and the silence. Not a word about it. I says, she sent us a card. And she put her head above the blankets. She said she should have sent us a bloody medal. And went back to sleep. So that was the start of it. So I thought, well, but we had a lovely day, and then I'll get, so you can have a look at that later. But keep your jammy hands up. There we are. Did you show you that, Kath?
Does that mean you don't have to pay tax no more, Bernard?
Absolutely.
He's not been paying it anyway, Dave.
With the rest Are you ready, John? Sorry, Ben. Keep still when I'm talking. Ladies and gentlemen,
Shall I put this down, Bernard?
it's up to yourself. Try not to interrupt me because I'm easily put off. Ladies and gentlemen, and our great-grandson, Oscar.
Yay!
Where is he? There he is. That's my boy. So, on behalf of my wife and I would like to welcome our very special guests here today who've come to celebrate with us our 60th wedding anniversary. Now, we'd like you to think of yourselves not just as special guests, but as representatives of all the wonderful friends and relatives who throughout these 60 years have shared their lives with us and cannot be with us today. Some you'll know who I mean, some not perhaps. And to think how much I think of you, and yet had I had my way, I wouldn't have invited any of you. That's not supposed to be a joke, that bit, wasn't it? Kath and I have had a rough couple of years.
Ben.
And a couple of rough years, mainly with Kath's ill health. And I thought perhaps a nice quiet night out, just the two of us, would be exactly what we needed. And cheaper. But Kath obviously had different ideas. Besides being very lovely, she's very brave, and she's borne what she's going through very well indeed. Thank you, Kath. Now, I go on to say, what kind of a marriage would it have been without all of you? We haven't lived 60 years on a desert island, and when you think of marriage and what it is, it's all very well being together, but the sum total is having friends and relations like we have here. And as I say, you've been with us in part over these 60 years. Now, Kath and I, we met 64 years ago at the Oxford at Newcastle. At a dance. 2 and 9 to get in.
2 and 9.
But fortunately, she was with the group and she paid for herself. But as I say, she was sweet 16. We courted for 4 years, and I don't remember ever asking her to marry me. In turn, she says, well, she never asked me. So how the hell we finished up like this? I don't know. I do remember her telling me we're going to have 4 kids. And I thought maybe that was a hint. Because them days you all got, you know, anyway, never mind. Anyway, we got married a month before I was demobbed from the RAF. Hence, points at badge. Loses place. So, demobbed, as I say, a month afterwards, sorry, a month before, we got married. And I came to Hartlepool. I referred to it then as a strange town. West Hartlepool it was. It is non-existent now. But again, I had no money, no job, no prospects. And my great-grandson, would you mind just don't interrupt? No money, no harm, no job, no prospects. But we were in love. And that was pause for applause, it says here. I notice you've got a drink in one hand, and I'll forgive you, them that can't. But love conquers all. And not just our love for each other, but the love we have for all the people around us. Kath's mum and dad give us a roof over our heads. I got a job, we got a little house in Sheriff Street, and started on getting 4 kids. Well, we managed 3. And they're all here with us today, Chris, Carol and Andrew, with their partners, Jan, Dave and Val, who in turn gave us our grandchildren, Michael, Adam, Richard and Ben.
Rachel and Ben.
Deliberate mistake.
Excuse me, you take it out. Where am I up now, Carol?
Rachel and Ben.
Rachel and Ben. Michael is married and with his lovely wife Jessica gave us our first great grandson. Wait for it, Oscar Burnett. How about that? Needless to say, we love you all. Kath's older sister Mary is with us today, so knew Kath performing as a baby. Can you imagine? My sister Joyce knew me as a baby, but she wouldn't turn up today. No, unfortunately, Joyce is one of the ones that isn't with us because of ill health. But we're thinking about today, and her daughter Christine, where is she?
Ta-da!
Our little flower girl from the wedding. Those that were at the wedding would remember her. Yes, Harry? She was only about 2-year-old she was. She was only 2. You recognise her a bit, don't you?
You weren't born, were you?
So just talk among yourselves. We were thinking. Kath didn't have a brother. She never thought she'd have 5 brothers in law, but you've now got 5. Well, you had. Again, we've lost some of them. Together, eventually, with my sister-in-laws. And of course, Kath and I remember very much our mums and dads today, and you must all recall your own mums and dads, whoever they were. As I say, without them, we wouldn't all be here. Also with us are some childhood pals. Look at me, Harry, when I'm talking to you. You must remember Harry Stone and Joan, there she is, darling, and her brother Ernie Wezer, and Ernie's here. We all played with not atom bombs, we didn't have in those days, just with high explosives, Molotov cocktails, and attempted to derail several trains. I'm glad to say unsuccessfully, but we were ready for it, weren't we, lads? And then we have Kathy Hart. Don't hide behind. Get out of the way. Kathy Harkness, Kathy's chief bridesmaid. You were just a couple of kids, weren't you? So there we are. 1 minute. I'll catch up in a minute. And then our Harry's here. My brother Harry. Where's Harry?
Yeah.
Oh, they're quiet.
Hanging on every word.
That's it. Harry and brother Brian, my best man.
Oh, that's me.
Now then, the next bit is a little bit sad in that I was going to introduce George Richardson and Jean Horsfield. George, unfortunately, can't be with us today through bad health, and he's not in a good way at all. But I want to say that I met him when he was the mob from the army and I was the mob from the RAF, and we worked for the same company. And when he married the lovely Maureen, you've got that, have you? He's doing that for Maureen and George. He married the lovely Maureen. I was his best man. When we started in business, he joined us, and our friendship has lasted a lifetime. Sorry you're not here, George, and you, Maureen. I'll see you all soon. thinking about it. Jean joined us as a youngster when I started business in a partnership. When I resigned to start the family business, she decided to stay with us, even though I told her, with the money I had in my pocket at that time, I could only guarantee her wages for a month. You remember, Jean?
I do.
And she joined us anyway. And she stayed for over 40 years.
Hey.
And became a real stalwart of the company, Jane. We couldn't have done it without her. And as I say, I didn't know this, but she was still there when I retired. As was George. Anyway, thank you both for your loyalty and friendship, which has been priceless. That means you, George, you know it does. All the best, kid. So again, I'd just like to thank you all again for coming. And I'm pretty sure Kathleen might want to say a few words.
Yeah, I would. Thank you for coming today. I have a little story to tell you. A couple of weeks ago, the hairdresser said to me, I told the hairdresser I was celebrating in a short time our diamond wedding. And she said, oh, congratulations, would you do it again? I said, of course I would. Then she said, oh, I'll tell you a little story. She said, many years ago when I was doing this lady's hair, she was an old lady, she said to me, never go to bed after an argument without saying 3 little words. I was right. The second thing I want to say, I want to thank all my family for being so supportive in the last couple of years. I couldn't have done without you. Thank you very much.
And now, I believe we're going to cut the cake out. Where's Carol?
You got a knife?
Right there.
This could be the last time. Right, here we are, Kathleen. We've got to go to that side of the table. Be careful, Beth.
Ready on.
I'll just
You put the knife in.
happy putting the knife in. It's not doing us any good.
Hey!
Hey, what were we like? Well done, Kath. Right.
So,
Oh, well, Carol's going to...
mother and father?
Oh,
Carol.
how do we do that?
Carol again, Chris.
Go on, Ed and Kath.
Bill for the wedding.
Oh no, I forgot to mention that. In these days, you know, where people go out
Listen to this,
and
you.
spend thousands on a wedding, I forgot to tell you, you know, when I said we were skint when we came out with the forces and when we met and what have we, her mum was quite wealthy. And she really lashed out on our wedding and the reception. This is the bill for it, including the band and the hire of the hall. £27.5. That's the bill there. And it's still unpaid. I've got the VAT. So then we are, right. This wasn't what I said, I might as well have known already.
That's the best photograph I've got, I'll take that.
What did you say?
That's the best photograph I've got all year. You bent it
back
over
then?
to get
Oh,
that.
Let's be right. It's the sort of thing you do, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was kneeling down in front of Kath.
Right then, it must be about home time now. With this home. And then the union, we haven't got into the referendum yet, have we? We want to, but that morning it was funny, they stole a bit of thunder, didn't they, Kath? So you weren't that impressed.
Hey, we're just going to wander around.
Well,
George, nice to see you.
Cheers.
George, morning.
It's the same distance from Gilling to Richmond.